We'll look back at last week's separate town halls, as well as look forward to Thursday's final presidential debate. We'll also hear from the homecoming king and hear about the new Thai restaurant right here in Slippery Rock. All this and more coming up on The Rocks. Hello everybody, welcome back to On the Rocks, where we give you the news and we're making it smooth. I'm Mac Bell, and we're going to start right off with the presidential town hall. Last Thursday was supposed to be the second presidential debate between former Vice President Joe Biden and current President Donald Trump. However, this debate did not come to fruition. Earlier in October, President Trump and many others tested positive for COVID-19. In response to the White House outbreak of the virus, the Debate Commission came forward with a new layout for the debate to be held remote instead of in person. President Trump declined this offer as he wanted to be in person. This led up to separate town halls being hosted Thursday night on competing networks at the same time. Joe Biden on ABC with George Stephanopoulos moderating, and Donald Trump on NBC with Savannah Guthrie moderating. ABC's town hall was held inside, and NBC's town hall was held in an outside venue. The next presidential debate is set to be held tomorrow at 9 p.m. on CBS with modified rules. The Debate Commission came out with alternative methods to ensure both candidates are heard by the audience. Microphones will be left muted while the other opponent is talking, but both microphones will remain unmuted for the open discussion portion of the debate. A federal judge on Sunday denied a Trump administration attempt to end food stamps for 700,000 unemployed people. In a statement, New York Attorney General Letitia James called the decision a win for common sense and basic human decency, adding that the rule would have not only made it harder for thousands to feed their families and risk them going hungry, but would have exacerbated the public health crisis we face and the economic recession we are still in the midst under Donald Trump. The judge concluded that the department's, quote, utter failure to address the issue renders the agency action arbitrary and capricious. President Trump's Supreme Court Justice pick Amy Coney Barrett might see herself in the position as early as Monday. This Friday, a rare session of the Senate will take place where Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell sees the nomination happening. If this happens, the cloture vote would be on Sunday, setting up the confirmation vote for Monday at the earliest. This all comes just over a month since former Supreme Court Justice member Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away due to complications of pancreatic cancer. The state of Colorado is still suffering from wildfires as we transition into the fall months. There have been 6 major wildfires that have burnt more than 430,000 acres over the past few months. This has caused evacuations, highway closures, and high levels of smoke in parts of the state. Of the 6 fires, only 1 has been completely contained. 2 of the most recent wildfires began just last week, days apart, as the East Troublesome Fire has already burned more than 12,000 acres, started on October 14th, and the Calwood Fire is closing in on 9,000 acres destroyed since the 17th. Both of the fires are still under investigation and are both under 20% contained. Social media censorship has been a huge conversation over the course of 2020. Platforms such as Facebook and Twitter have been met with much scrutiny from many individuals unhappy with the platform's response to censoring certain posts pertaining to COVID-19 and now mail-in ballots. Just this week, Charlie Kirk, a conservative activist and founder of Turning Point USA, was locked out of his Twitter account after posting a tweet raising concern with mail-in ballots in Pennsylvania. Kirk said in this tweet, and I quote, "Pennsylvania just rejected 372,000 mail-in ballots, and one voter was said to have submitted 11 duplicate ballots. Pennsylvania might be the key to the White House. What's going on?" Here, you can also see Twitter explain why the tweet broke their rules and regulations, saying, quote, "You may not post content providing false information about voting or registering to vote." It's not known yet if Kirk's claims are true in regards to PA mail-in ballots. However, just 2 weeks ago here, we ran a story on The Rocks regarding the mail-in ballots that were found filled out and discarded in the trash here in PA. One thing is certain. Social media has become a huge tool in the political world, and there also becomes a policy commitment platforms must follow. I'm sure this isn't the last of the issue that we'll hear about pertaining to social media censorship, and we'll keep you updated on this as more information becomes available. COVID-19 making its resurgence as cases nationwide are increasing. This past Monday, the country saw an increase of more than 58,000 cases based on a report from NPR. Just 3 weeks prior, on September 29th, an estimated more than 42,000 had tested positive in a single day. As we are seeing a national rise, we advise viewers to follow all COVID-19 guidelines. In Butler County, they saw 18 new cases yesterday, adding to a total of 1,233 cases. Here at Slippery Rock, COVID cases are at 16 new cases between the 13th and 19th of October, all of them being students, totaling 171 cases. And we're going to be right back with some more campus news after this commercial break.
Do you remember when you were told not to play with fire? You were told to be quiet. When they said caring wasn't in your generation's DNA. When they said stop playing with toys. Do you remember when they said stop dreaming? At Slippery Rock, we inspire the dreams, the noise, the caring to challenge you to be your best. Now and in the future, Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference. Do you remember when you were told to sit still? Walk, don't run. Don't sit too close to the screen. Don't touch that. Color inside the lines. At Slippery Rock, we inspire the motion, the music, and the moments of challenge that allow you to be your best, now and in the future. Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference.
It starts with a dream, and then something, someone, or someplace happens. That is the difference between those who dream and those who make it happen. An experience where you are pushed, challenged, knocked down, picked up, encouraged to do better and to be better. Make your dreams happen at Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference.
It starts with a dream, and then something, someone, or someplace happens. That is the difference between those who dream and those who make it happen. An experience where you are pushed, challenged, knocked down, picked up, encouraged to do better and to be better. Make your dreams happen at Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference.
With 2 unanimous votes, the SRSGA added 2 more recognized clubs Monday night. The Lemon Club, previously known as Love Your Melon, had to seek SGA approval after a reorganization that saw the club fall under national umbrella. The other organization, Clarinet Choir, had been meeting and playing together for quite some time before going through the process for official recognition. President Joey Sedor announced that the chat service that has been offered since the beginning of the semester as part of the Rock Learning new website would continue through spring registration. The peer support service lets students talk with fellow students about issues they may have with their courses or campus. Sedor also said the Happy Bus will be available Election Day to transport students who are registered in the Slippery Rock Township to the Township Building to vote on November 3rd. Times for the Happy Bus are available on the SRSGA Core page under Events. Vice President of Outreach Amanda Riley said students looking forward to the SGA movie nights this Halloween can expect a slightly bigger experience than just watching a movie. On October 30th, as part of their Day of the Dead celebration, the SGA will be showing Coco. Outside of the theater, the SGA will have a memorial wall set up so students can put up a name or photo of a loved one who's passed. Halloween, the SGA will be holding a costume contest along with some prize giveaways. The featured movie will be Hocus Pocus. Students wanting to attend either of the movie nights should RSVP early on core. All on-campus events are limited to 40 people. That is all for your SGA update. Now let's take a look at homecoming. This year's homecoming events were modified to ensure the safety of our students and staff. Many events were held online. Although homecoming looked different this year, SRU did continue its traditions to the best of its abilities. Ashley Kaiser had the chance to speak to Anthony Cantelli, one of this year's royalty winners, to see the difference in effect the pandemic had on his win.
AJ Cantel, I'm one of the homecoming royalties for this past homecoming. Greek life advisor Jane Piskoric, she encouraged me to run, and she kept telling me, her and Abby, the GA for fraternity life, both kept pushing me to run because, I don't know, I guess they thought I'd win, which I guess I did, but they were the ones telling me to do it nonstop. Ran with my friend Hannah just because kind of like a fun thing to do since, you know, COVID kind of sucks, and since we couldn't have like a real homecoming this year, we thought, why not have a little bit of fun with it? So Hannah's like my girlfriend's roommate, so we kind of knew each other through that and through Greek life. So we did like a big photo shoot day where we went around campus in our letters and then different outfits and just took photos, and it was just fun, silly stuff to do with our extra time we have right now because of COVID. I don't really know if it's like a true win or not because like it's just the people here who we could get to vote. It wasn't like the full campus experiencing it, and like we didn't get to do all the stuff a traditional homecoming royalty would have gotten to do and all the events surrounding homecoming, but it was still fun to get like my buddies to come with me to the stadium for the little ceremony, and then we all went out to lunch afterwards and then golfed for the day after that. So like we had our own fun, but I don't think it was like a true win-win, you know, like where everyone on campus could have been more involved and voted.
Yeah, I can understand how that can be frustrating too. And like usually you get to be in the parade and things like that. So lacking a little bit of those fun experiences, but I'm glad you had a good time and that you were still able to enjoy yourself during, you know, COVID and be safe like that. So congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
That's still super exciting. I think you should still be proud of yourself for winning because that's a big accomplishment. Something really cool to say that you you hold, you know, that title. So
Thank you.
SRU launched the first of 2 online workshops discussing diversity management with the goal of preparing faculty and staff for the upcoming diversity and inclusion strategic planning process. The first session took place this past Tuesday and featured a presentation by Dr. Damon Williams. Williams is an author as well as a chief catalyst of a management consulting firm that he founded. The firm's Center for Strategic Diversity Leadership and Social Innovation has worked with more than 1,000 colleges, universities, corporations, nonprofit organizations, and government agencies. Williams addressed issues surrounding diversity, equality, inclusion, and how these continue to be affected by politics and the COVID-19 pandemic. He explained the importance of allyship and 12 ways one can boost their courage as an ally. Williams ended the session with an idea that we must all have hope and we must all take the time to invest in our leadership. The second workshop is scheduled to take place on November 9th at 6 p.m., also via Zoom, and will feature Carl Moore Jr., who is going to speak about strategies for inclusive teaching environments. We're going to be right back with some more community news after this commercial break. Sit tight.
It starts with a dream, and then something, someone, or someplace happens. That is the difference between those who dream and those who make it happen. An experience where you are pushed, challenged, knocked down, picked up, encouraged to do better and to be better.
Check out our studio!
Make your dreams happen at Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference.
Go Rock! Do you remember when you were told to put away your toys? Don't climb on that. Don't write on the walls. go easy on the makeup. Do you remember when you were told to mind your own business and wait your turn? At Slippery Rock, we inspire the heights, the color, the caring for each other to challenge you to be your best. Now and in the future, Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference. Do you remember when you were told to sit still? Walk, don't run. Don't sit too close to the screen. Don't touch that. Color inside the lines. At Slippery Rock, we inspire the motion, the music, and the moments of challenge that allow you to be your best, now and in the future. Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference.
It starts with a dream, and then something, someone, or some place happens. That is the difference between those who dream and those who make it happen. An experience where you are pushed, challenged, knocked down, picked up, encouraged to do better and to be better. Make your dreams happen at Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference.
Welcome back. Restaurant closure has been no secret to the town of Slippery Rock, and COVID-19 adds another weight on the shoulders of business owners. In the past few months, Slippery Rock has said goodbye to Red Rock Falls, Wiener's Gone Wild, and now Big Shot Bob's. These businesses have all been forced to close their doors for one reason or another. Big Shot Bob's opened just last August, moving in place of Italian restaurant Nico's. Although times are presentably more tough due to the pandemic, supporting local businesses is something that can help Slippery Rock continue to grow. Speaking of growing, a new local restaurant did open up on October 8th. Elephant No. 8, a Thai restaurant, has joined the community. Joe Wells has more on the newest addition to Slippery Rock.
As the effects of the pandemic began to take its hold on small businesses, many began to wonder what would happen to local restaurants. For the past 7 months, this building here in downtown Slippery Rock has sat empty. But 2 weeks ago, residents here received their sign of recovery and a taste of Thai cuisine with the opening of Elephant No. 8. Owned and operated by restaurateur Nina Gold, Elephant No. 8 opened its doors to Slippery Rock, wanting to provide the community with authentic tastes from Southeast Asia.
I want to do something to show people, to show American, to show the students, to show American how is real Thai, how real taste for Thai, for Southeast Asia, for Thai people, how we eat, how our culture, how about our taste.
And so far, it's been a big hit. After being open for just a week, Nina had to close for a day in order to restock and reorganize to keep up with demand.
We're super busy, honey. I'm happy. They welcome me. Everybody welcome me to Slippery Rock. And also, I have a lot of students. I have people who living in Grove City, Newcastle, and some from Butler. And Slippery Rock, we already know they come. I'm just surprised because, wow, it's happy. It's unbelievable how they welcome us.
Many of those coming out to Elephant No. 8 are trying Thai food for the first time.
This was actually my first time having Thai food. I've never had Thai food. We actually have a thing through one of our clubs, Honors College. So if you go to a small local business and you take a picture of your receipt, you can get 0.25 hours of community service.
Despite a global pandemic, Nina says she's not afraid of the uncertainty, and Slippery Rock's Mayor John David Longo is appreciative of small business owners like Nina willing to take a risk.
Our country still keep go on. Anything is still good. So I don't scary. I thinking anything still perfect, still good. I do believe that.
And I want to thank Nina and Elephant Number 8 in particular for having the courage and the gall to do what they're doing right now.
Yes.
This is a trying time for folks in the service industry like you, and you're a restaurateur, so you know just how hard it is to get a business like this running.
Yes.
And yet they took that leap of faith with us here in Slippery Rock, and again, what a great feeling it is.
When you come to Elephant Number 8, you definitely want to have an
While there is a lot of unknowns for restaurants and small businesses as the pandemic continues, Nina says she doesn't expect it to change her plans for Elephant Number 8.
I want to be in Sleepy Rock long time.
We're going to send it to another commercial break, but make sure to stick around as you will never believe where they are trying to get 4G to now.
It starts with a dream, and then something, someone, or someplace happens. That is the difference between those who dream and those who make it happen. An experience where you are pushed, challenged, knocked down, picked up, encouraged to do better and to be better. Make your dreams happen at Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference.
Do you remember when you were told not to play with fire? You were told to be quiet. When they said caring wasn't in your generation's DNA. When they said stop playing with toys. Do you remember when they said stop dreaming? At Slippery Rock, we inspire the dreams, the noise, the caring to challenge you to be your best. Now and in the future, Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference. Do you remember when you were told to put away your toys? Don't climb on that. Don't write on the walls. Go easy on the makeup. Do you remember when you were told to mind your own business and wait your turn? At Slippery Rock, we inspire the heights, the color, the caring for each other to challenge you to be your best. Now and in the future, Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference.
It starts with a dream, and then something, someone, or someplace happens. That is the difference between those who dream and those who make it happen. An experience where you're pushed, challenged, knocked down, picked up, encouraged to do better and to be better.
Check out our studio!
Make your dreams happen at Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference.
Go Rock!
This past Sunday, the Pittsburgh Steelers advanced their already superb record to an undefeated 5-0, defeating the Cleveland Browns 38-7. This is the first time since 1978 that the Steelers have won the first 5 games of the season, and it should also be noted that that same 78-79 season ended in a Super Bowl victory against the Dallas Cowboys. Another coincidence is the Super Bowl location this season. The last time the Steelers hoisted the Lombardi Trophy was at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, where the Super Bowl is set to take place this year. This Sunday, the Steelers will face off in an away game against the also undefeated Tennessee Titans on Sunday at 1. I'm sure you know who I'm rooting for. As for World Series, on Sunday, the Los Angeles Dodgers advanced to their World Series after beating the Atlanta Braves 4-3 in the NCLS Game 7. The game took place at Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas, where the World Series will also be held. The LA Dodgers are the National League champions for the 3rd time in the last 4 seasons. They came back from a 3-1 series deficit. The Dodgers finished their season with the best record in baseball throughout a 60-game regular season. As for Tampa Bay, they will look for their first title in franchise history as they are playing in just their second World Series to date. In 2007, this fell to the Philadelphia Phillies in 5 games and are currently one of the 6 teams who did not have a World Series championship. The Dodgers went on to take Game 1 last night by a final of 8-3. They will look to go up 2-0 as they will play tonight, 8 p.m. on Fox. The last time the Dodgers won the World Series was in 1988. Over to you, Dan.
NASA gave Nokia $14 million to build a 4G network on the moon. Apparently, it's a part of the 2020 NASA Tipping Point competition. This would be the 5th tipping point competition, and one of the highlights is Nokia building a 4G network on the moon. Nokia states that they will deploy the first LTE 4G communication system in space. The system can support lunar surface communications at greater distances, increase speeds, and provides more reliability than current standards. They also mentioned that it is specially designed for the extreme temperature, radiation, and vacuum conditions in space. There isn't a projected launch date for the network yet, but NASA does have plans for lunar exploration come 2024, which looks towards a more Mars-focused future.
Well, that is all the news that we have for you today. Again, my name is Mac Bell, and that's the Rock Solid Truth. And I hope to see you right back here for our next show. Stay blessed, stay safe. Good night.